Alright, we are up and running! Hello everyone! Welcome back to another one of my survival evolved videos. We are on Ark, and we are going to be covering more stuff on Ark Survival Evolved. So, as you might have seen, the title's 30-16, you're Ninja, you're thinking to yourself, Ninja, I thought this was supposed to be 30 to 45. Well, here's what happened, right? I was playing with my mates, the ones we're doing the survival series with, trying to, get the series up and running again, trying to get the recordings done, all that fun process. And in the midst of the recording, I actually became 46, so I kept going. I went to 45, and then I just kept going, and I didn't stop. I just was having fun. Got to 46, and then at the end of the stream, I realized, oh, crap, I'm one rank higher than I needed to be in the video, and I thought, well, I can't really give you guys positive information if I'm a 46 rather than a 45, because it's supposed to be every 15 levels. So I decided I'd just go all the way up to 60 and tell you guys from 30 to 60, and then I'll go back to the 15s after this one. But I thought I'd just tell you about just do it anyway, because I'm here, can't really kill myself and go back. That's a lot of work taking back. But anyway, let's do it. But before I actually do that, I want to quickly, I've got the Engram calculator just sitting on my computer right now. I'm just going to tell you, if you go to rank 45, you have 688 points there. So that's like if you haven't spent anything, you have 688 points to spend. So that's just to let you know, so you know that. And then when you become 60, which would be my rank now, it's 1,104 points remaining. That is if you have not spent anything. I will have the Engram calculator below in my description below, so you can test out, experiment what you guys will think. As always, in my video, I have left some Engram points over due to your situation and what you might want. I have just chosen a handful of what I would like right now, and where I come from a PvE server. But you can add more, you can do more. I just thought I'd leave it up to discussion because there's PvP, PvE servers. But anyway, without further ado, let's actually get into this stuff, right? So, what did I choose while you guys were gone? I started to spec into crops. So as you know, in the last video I didn't really do crops. Well, I started to spec into crops. Reason being, crops is a great way to get food, for one. So if you have a small crop plot, I recommend getting that and the pipes up soon. Reason being is, so a couple of things. So if you're on a server, generally PvE, I found this, there are pillars everywhere. People pillar at bases like there's no tomorrow, so you can't build anywhere. So what I recommend is find a place you want to build, that's avoiding all the enemy pillars, and quickly build up your water pipes and everything to your base, your crop lines, everything, because who knows, maybe in a few hours some kid might jump into the river next to you, build pillars everywhere, and then you can't even build your own flipping pipes. So I recommend that. Crops is a great way, especially just get that done in PvE, because you don't want to get pillared up. Honestly, I have been in servers where I left it to the last minute and I got pillared and I died because I had so that's my experience. So word of warning there, if you want to do that for PvE. PvP is a bit different. So yeah. Oh yeah, we're lagging. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. I'll keep going on. If it lags, I'll keep going. If it goes back to normal, I'll keep talking. Anyway. So crops are a great way to do that. Second thing crops are good for is food. You need food. It's also great for your herbivores. What else? Crops are good for food. Oh, we're back. Okay. So, what are the crops good for? Well, small crop plots, they allow you to do, like, all the berries. So, they're great to start getting that food up. Yeah, they're a great way to start getting the food up. They're a great way to feed your herbivore dinosaurs. Crops are, and yeah, they're just great overall. I recommend getting crops. Medium crop plots, if you want to start making kibbles, that's the one you want, because then they allow you to make vegetables, which you need in your stuff. And I also forgot to say the preserving bin helps you make kibble, because you need that to make jerky, which then turns into kibble. So you need that if you want to start doing kibbles. Kibbles are really useful. They help you tame the dinosaur really fast. If you need any information on a dinosaur, check out the wiki. It tells you what kibbles, or that SA companion app, or Dodo Rex, or the Ark Wiki things, any of them, they will all help you out. Yeah, so I recommend checking that out. And also, that guy just flew into my house and back. Just gonna point that out now. But yeah, alright, so let's keep going on. So I finished getting all the hide equipment, because I really needed hide. Hide's a great way to get that new armor, like I said. I started going up more in stone. I got the feeding trough, which is a great way. You place that, put food in, and then say you're going to go away for a few hours. If you put enough food in there, your dinosaurs will be okay. Remember, every food has an individual spawn time, so it doesn't matter if you fill up the thing completely. Like, say you might have 10 dinosaurs, and you fill up the thing completely. All that food's going to spawn at the same time. The only reason you put more food in there as if those dinosaurs go through food like no tomorrow. But feeding trough is a great way to make sure they are fed, because as long as they've got the feeding trough icon above their head, that means they're in range of the feeding trough and they will eat from it when they are hungry. So that way, if you need to go out hunting for a bit, they can stay fed and kept alive for a bit longer, instead of putting food on them individually. So it's a great way to mass feed everyone, but the only problem is it doesn't extend the spoiling time. So it's basically the spoiling time in your inventory is in the trough. So yeah. So I got stone, like I said, because you need it, PvP especially. I bought wooden spike walls. I mean, you can get metal would be better than wooden spike walls because metal lasts longer and does more damage, and you don't need wooden before metal. You can just get metal. But I just got wood because low engram points. You know, I just got it. So it's a great way to start defending your base. In terms of defensive, now you need to know this for mostly PvP. PvE can affect it as well. Now, there are two ways if you want to, say if you're going to go offline, they're going to bring this in very shortly, by the way, the P offline raiding prevention system, where it's going to be mandatory. All servers will have it soon. I read that on the Survive the Ark thing they're discussing it. I don't know when it's coming out, but they're going to discuss it, and it's going to be a perfect thing so that way when you go offline, you don't get attacked. But the thing is, it's when you are online and you've got to leave your base. So say, for example, I've got to go get some fur, rather than just leave my base defenseless. There are currently a few ways to defend your base. In terms of defense turrets, you got the sentry guns, which you unlock at rank, I think 60. I'm at 60 now, and I've just unlocked it. So I would say the sentries are at 60. So sentries are a good way. They live off advanced rifle bullets, so that's the assault rifle bullets. They'll need a generator, so gasoline to keep them powered. So power up the generator, generator powers up turret, and they're good. Turrets are really good, but they're really expensive. They're great defenses, mostly because, like, you hook them all up. Like, if you can hook up, like, say, 10 of them from an electric cable, that means you only need to worry about the gas and the bullets. Whereas the other one, the Plant X species, that one's a little more harder, because you need to get a large crop plot then to build them. They'll take probably a while to build because, you know, they're crops, so they'll take a few in-game days or hours. On top of that, every shot they fire now takes 1 fertilizer. So you're going to need a compost bin and a lot of poop to get your fertilizer going through. Unless you have dung beetles. Dung beetles are amazing. They'll get your fertilizer out like no tomorrow and then just push it into your Plant X species, because they'll need that fertilizer if they're going to keep firing non-stop. Also, they also need a constant supply of water, so if their water supply is cut or they run out of fertilizer, the Plant X species will die, whereas the sentry guns will only die if they're destroyed. And the good also thing with sentry guns is that you can pick them up and move them around. Plant X species you can't. So say you misplace it and then say, oh, it just built, oh, well, I've got to destroy it now. You can do that. Sentries, you can move it. So it depends on how you want to defend it. You can place traps and other stuff, but I find traps to be really ineffective. I know, I've used bear traps, I've used all that stuff, and it doesn't really work for me. I mean, they're great. If you want to do it, that's fine. Other defense systems, but they'll need to be manned, are like the turrets. They're a great way also to fight against enemies. But like I said, you'll need a crew on them to fight back. So, yeah, that's another way you can defend your base. But yeah, examples. Alright, so mostly what I got. So I got water jar as well. Water jar's great. It's a little bit heavier than your normal water sack. But the great thing about water jar is it doesn't lose water over time. The water will stay in there and you've got 2 drinks out of it before it runs out. So that's really great. You've got the metal shield, which is much more protection. Chitin, which is much more protection. If you can get, because you're going to get chitin, then you can move on, right? If you can get chitin, then flak, you're killing it. Flak makes you more easily to be overheating or freezing. But flak is the best damage resistance you can get at 50. So yeah, look, I recommend at least chitin. And then what I recommend is fabricated. That's really good. You want to get those electronics as well, so that way you can start pumping up the industrial grill. Industrial grill is fantastic. Absolutely the bee's flipping knees. You place this boy down, put some gasoline in there, chuck some meat in, it cooks 20 meat at a time. Does that with prime, cooked meat, it does them in bundles, man. It's the bee's flipping knees. So you want this over campfires. That stuff is good, and it also keeps you warm as well, and also can be used for incubation and baby growing, which is, well, you need eggs to keep warm or keep cold, so grill's a great way to do that as well. So that is really useful. I recommend that. You've also got the option of greenhouses here. Now, greenhouses are quite expensive. I decided not to spec into them. But if you get greenhouse, they're a great way to get your crops to speed up faster. They're around rank 45, I believe, or 40. But they're great if you want to get your crops to grow much faster. So I recommend getting that. I also got the rifle earlier because I thought the rifle would be good because then you can snipe things from long range. Or actually, not really long range. There is a bullet drop, so you got to be careful with that. But it does better. You can get the shotgun. Shotgun's good for that close-up, bam, headshot thing. And then you can get the advanced shotgun, which would be much better. But, you know, choice is yours. Canteen, that allows you to hold more water. I didn't get it. But you can if you want. Does stuff. Grappling hook, that's amazing. It allows you basically get anywhere you need. Just, like, as you can see here, I built, this to help me get up there. But if I had a grappling hook, I could just probably grapple hook up to that rock and then just climb up. I'll see if I can actually build you a grappling hook while I'm doing my video. Let me just look at my stuff. Straw, weapons, ammo, grappling hook. Let's see if this works. Hold on. I'm just gonna see if I can get a grappling hook, because it'll be great if I can show you. And I'll just go back to the other ones in a sec. No. Alright, that should work. Come on, oh, there it is. I was worried then I didn't know how to spell resources. Alright, let's put that in my items. Okay, good. So, we won't need that, or that. Let's see if I was able to put, get everything I need from that. What am I missing? Oh, they don't do cementing paste or arrows. Ah. Well, I'll have to show you guys in the next video, because I don't want to do it on that for too long. Ugh, sorry. Whew. So what else did I get? I got the cooking pot's a great way to start making kibble. I think I covered that in my previous video, I'm not sure, but get that. Crossbow's good, grappling hook's good. Crossbow's fantastic, it allows you to shoot anything underwater, so that's like the only weapon right now that shoots underwater, so get that. Depending on what you want, I mean, you get grenades, like if you're going to be PvP, you're going to be more like, you know, defensive, offensive type of thing. So you want to get those, you know, other engrams. Then I got the pistol, I got the electronics to start building stuff. I got a fridge. Fridges are great, they allow you to hold, their spoiling time is greatly increased. So that can be like 2 days in human day instead of, you know, like 20 minutes. Then you've got bunk bed, which allows you to respawn at the bed much faster, which is fantastic. And then assault rifle, much better damage, much more of that. And yeah, that's like really all I grabbed between these 30 ranks, really. It's just the majority of that stuff. I've got a Tranodon center because you want to start flying around the places, start getting places. And yeah, I just got all the stuff from behind, like wood, stone, all that stuff. Yeah, that's really it, guys. That's all I did, honest to God. But yeah, look, I hope this has helped you guys. I'm gonna head off. There's not really much more I can say, really. I mean, I don't think there is. But yeah, look, I'm just gonna end the video here. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope my recommendations, I forgot to say this at the first, these are my recommendations. They're your choice in how you want to spec your engrams. But look, I hope these recommendations help. Best of luck in your surviving in Ark, guys, and I'll see you around. And I've also got a special announcement for my next video. See you around.